Welcome to Rise and Grind Radio 3.0.
You are now about to witness.
With your host, Scotty the Body.
Come down later for good
7 of truth bombs, hard facts, and real life grit. It's time to wake up. Let's grind.
Here we go again.
No, you gonna dig this.
Welcome back to another episode of Rise and Grind Radio 3.0. And I'm your host, Scott of the Body. Sorry about that. Just getting a little excited today. Today's episode is a personal one, sort of. Well, I'm sure it's, yeah, it kind of is. Definitely is. So today, we need to shine the light on some things. It's not about workouts or weights today, folks. Sets or reps. Today's about life, freedom, and the tragedy of the ones that we've lost over the last 6 years. On August 8th, the fitness world has lost, well, another incredible person, Hayley McNeff. Hayley was incredible. She was a champion bodybuilder, personal trainer, life coach, and an unstoppable force both physically and mentally. Gone at 37. She was more than muscle. She was intellect. She was humor. She was energy and a spark in a world desperate for light. This episode will certainly honor her and then tear open the system that's been poisoning lives, both literally and metaphorically, in the name of public health. Hayley rose to prominence in the mid-2000s, winning state titles in both Maryland and Delaware. Her crowning moment came with the overall victory at the 2009 East Coast Classic, a title that cemented her reputation as a fierce competitor. She also appeared in the documentary Raising the Bar, capturing the drive that defined her career. Beyond the stage, Hayley had a big brain. Yes, it wasn't just muscle. She pursued graduate studies in psychology and built a second career as a nutritionist and a life coach, blending physical performance and mental wellness. Her obituary described her as a beam of light, whose quick wit and constant sense of humor and unwavering determination made everyone around her feel welcomed and inspired. She treasured all of her friendships, and nurtured lasting relationships. In her honor, her family has encouraged donations to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, underscoring her passion for mental health. Now, folks, in recent years, as you've seen, the fitness world that has been built on health and autonomy, we're under attack by medical mandates. The gyms became checkpoints. Trainers, employees masked and forced into compliance, masked up, constant PCR test. Everyone's livelihoods are on the same on the line. Clients were turned away unless they had proven their vaccination status with a cute little card. You guys remember that? And then everyone's community. You couldn't even look around and say, hey, yeah, that community over there is doing good. No, everyone's community was fractured. While corporate chains like LA Fitness, they complied. And your local politicians, state-run health departments, they applauded safety protocols. This wasn't protection, folks. This was extortion with a syringe. Now, worldwide, I'm sure you've seen once, maybe twice, if not 3 times, several athletes in peak condition have been suddenly collapsing. And in 2022 alone, at least 1,600 athletes suffered cardiac arrest or serious collapses during activity, and over 1,000 died. In the U.S., VAERS has logged more than 1.6 million adverse events linked to COVID shots as of 2025, including 37 plus thousand deaths, 210,000 plus hospitalizations, and thousands of myocarditis, stroke, and neurological dysfunction cases. While cause unknown remains the press line, here's what's really happening. January 2023, 21-year-old Air Force Academy football player Hunter Brown collapses and dies. February 2023, 28-year-old pro cyclist Rab Wardell dies in his sleep 2 days after winning a championship. Same month, Arnie Espiel, 25-year-old Belgian goalkeeper for the Winkel Sport B, collapsed and died just moments after saving a penalty. 2023 July, 26-year-old South African rugby player Tino Tenda Mabusiri dies during training. October 2023, 32-year-old former NFL football player Sergio Brown, you guys remember that one? Dies after collapsing during a workout. January 2024, 25-year-old Argentinian football player Andres Balanta collapses mid-practice and then passes away. This one's a big one. March of 2024, 30-year-old Australian bodybuilder Callum von Moger survives a sudden cardiac event, but he faces lifelong consequences. Sorry to hear that, bro. That sucks. He's been going through some shit the last decade and a half. So thoughts and prayers out to the Moger family, or the Von Moger family. June 2024, 18-year-old basketball player Cody Held collapses during summer league. He also dies. Hundreds more high school folks, pro competitors, they all fall. Certainly with no explanation and much less coverage. Meanwhile, countries like Denmark have banned mRNA shots for young people due to their heart risks. Why are you even taking them? And then Japan, they print that myocarditis warning on vaccine labels. But here, if you question the narrative, you get silenced, shadow banned, or even worse. Now, obviously, this didn't unfold by mistake, folks. This was systematically constructed. You got your fear-driven propaganda, enforced mandates, and relentless censorship, all enforced by big intertwined powers of big pharma, big tech, big media, and, of course, you guessed it, your government. Oh, man, the Nuremberg principles exist for this very reason, to stop the coerced medical intervention. But they're being ignored. So what's next? The next frontier's already here, folks. The digital health passports. Why? Why are we letting it happen? They want to control your medical status so they can control your life. This infrastructure, this very one, is being tested globally. Access to jobs, travel, basic services being tied to compliance. Your Spotify and YouTube, both in the UK, now require a ID, government-issued ID, to use their services. Now, that's just the ones that I'm aware of or care about because it's hitting home. That's where my platforms are. It means something. And it'll mean something to you soon, too. Before it's too late, read into it. Now, Hayley is gone. Countless families have lost siblings, parents, even their spouses. And most of them won't even make headlines because they'll become unknown. The anonymous cause of they'll become anonymous because their cause of death is unknown, or they can't link it to COVID now because it's detrimental to their narrative. But they were real people, and they mattered. You know, I tell you what, this recording is in August of 2025. It's approximately August 17th. August 25, right here. A year ago, almost to the day, my mother got diagnosed with a really rare blood disease. It's called amyloidosis. Yeah, I never heard about it, ever, until that time. And then 6 months later, she passed away. The doctor said it was from a spiked protein. I wish I could lie about that one. I wish I could make that up. I wish that was fabricated. But it's not. This is personal. Health is personal. It's not the fucking states. It's not the fucking corporations. It's certainly not the committees. It belongs to the body it belongs to. Freedom? Well, it's not granted. It's taken through resistance. Now, you guys know how to fight for gains, right? Everyone's still in the gym. You know how to fight for gains. Now it's time to fight for the simplest form of freedom of all. The right to live on your own terms. Now, strength isn't muscle, folks. It's will. And the will to stand now will determine whether there's anything left to stand for tomorrow. So like I said before, nobody's coming to save you. So it's time to become a fucking titan. I love you all. God bless Hayley McNeff. God bless my mom. God bless everybody that we lost over the last 6 years. It's all fucking bullshit. My heart goes out to all of you. Let's make sure this shit doesn't happen again. I make that promise to you. Make that promise to me. Let's make sure it never happens again. Rise and Grind Radio 3.0. I'm Scotty the Body. Out, baby.